What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come at you guys, well, with another market watch today. Comment question of the day. If you had $100 to spend on cards, what cards would you buy and why? Would you buy to finish your deck? Would you buy for the next meta? Or would you buy for, well, let's say for collecting, to invest in, to get more out of the value in which you put in? I think it's a really interesting question. I know you guys are probably talking about a bunch of cards down below, and let's see what happens. Maybe you guys make money as time goes on. Maybe the cards you invest in this video might grow. Who knows? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, and of course, like I said, comment down below. Paisanos, I gotta tell you, Prosperity isn't my favorite card. I'm not crazy about this card. Now, don't get me wrong. I think in certain decks, like Guru, maybe even Virtual World, it's not bad in. Maybe it hasn't grown on me. But the market, well, Prosperity really hasn't grown in the market as well. Look at Prosperity at a Blazing Vortex with an $85 market price. The value is currently right now at roughly around $81. Now you go, V, wait a minute. That's only a random seller with 10 sales. It's a new guy, V. Okay, cool. But look at all these new sellers that are selling this card. Go over to page 2, you're seeing the same exact thing until it hits all the way into the bottom, and which is at $89 from a verifiable seller, a Gold Star seller. Other than that, everyone is selling this card. People are creating new accounts and throwing this card in the market. Now, it could be scam accounts, or it could be people going, oh, I just pulled Prosperity. It's the most money card in the set as far as secret rare. I'm going to unload it. And I don't know. I think it's that. Once again, I'm not crazy about this card, and I really don't know if you are. And if you are, let me know why. And if you're not, once again, comment down below. Let me know why. Blazing Vortex doesn't seem to be one of the best sets right now. But then again, we're going to have a balance in 2 weeks. That's what everyone's kind of focusing on. Everyone's focusing on this meta right now. We're going to play Virtual Worlds. We're going to play Drytrons. We're going to play Subterrors. We're going to play Ellic, Shadows. All these fun decks. But these decks might not be around in 2 weeks. In fact, my honest opinion, in 1 week, we might even have a ban list. It could be as soon as that. Wouldn't be surprised if it's even today, tomorrow. Because the game is always changing. With an effective date from March, in case anyone's out there going, V, no sooner than, effective date from March. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if it's okay to go ahead and buy a playset of $80 Prosperities in which you might not ever get the chance to really play them because the meta could shift and this card might not be as good. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Comment down below. Like I said, the balance is changing constantly. And the money cards of today might not hold that value. Or they might dip down in value. And not because they're going to get hit straight up. They might get hit inadvertently. Once again, Prosperity is seeing play mainly, like I said, in Guru. And we're seeing some Virtual World decks do play this card. But if those two decks get hit, what would be the incentivization to go ahead and buy this card? Well, V, we could play it in like X and Y decks, I guess so, but we don't know the new meta. We have zero idea what is going to be the new tier 1 decks of the meta. Every Inferno player, they're not playing Infernos for the most part. I know there's a build that can go like VFD, but like for the most part, we're not seeing Inferno players top as much. And it's because they were the deck, and now they're gone because of a ban list. That could very well happen to a lot of decks we're playing with right now in the game. Looking at Underworld Gods of the Closed World, I know people chewed me out. You guys went crazy on me in the comment section down below. V, you don't know. V, the card's bad. V, this, V, that. But what happened? The card's currently holding a $25 market price, and the value is stable at $25 for Underworld Gods of the Closed World. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad card. I like the artwork more than the card itself. But the card's not seeing play. And the reason why the card's not seeing play in the top tier decks is because it's not a bad card, but the meta is just too dank. We can't, like, facet an idea of a player going, oh yeah, I'll put this in Virtual World or Drytrons or Ellic. Like, it's not going to work. People aren't doing it. And for those that did do it, we didn't hear about them this weekend. We didn't hear about them at locals. And that's what I'm saying. I don't hate this card, but the value of this card is going to continue to drop because it's not going to see play. It's not bad of a card, but it's not going to see play. And that's what we're going to see what's going to happen with Underworld Gods of the Closed World. Beautiful artwork. Hopefully Konami really capitalizes on this amazing artwork, even in Blazing Vortex, all the amazing artwork, and makes some like sleeves and playmat. Original playmat of this, Konami, pretty good. Put your logo in the bottom right, throw it in the corner. Beautiful playmat. People will want that. So let's talk about Forbidden Droplet, and why I think Forbidden Droplet is going to be the pain in everyone's mind moving forward. Because as the format slows down, this card gets better. That's the thing about Forbidden Droplet. In a really fast format, it's not bad, but it's nowhere near as good as a slow format in which you could chain multiple cards and then chain Droplet and just go and then your opponent's sitting there, you know, with the half his monster's attack and no effects. Like that's what makes this card so good. Forbidden Droplet Advisor deals with a $118 market price. The value right now, I mean, if you go by these no sellers, this guy's 10,000 sales with 0%, I guess, $115. The first verifiable seller does have the card at exactly $120. The problem with Forbidden Droplet is, unlike the other cards, I said Forbidden Droplet would hit 120, and it did. The problem, though, is I don't know if it's done hitting that price point. What I mean by that is it can hit at 130, 150, 200. It can hit that number. Hey, listen, there's guys out there that don't own this card but want to win. And the meta calls for this card to be the deal breaker. Hey, listen, we got about, what, a month before we get stimulus checks in? People are going to be buying Forbidden Droplets with stimmy money. Like, it's going to happen. Don't agree with it, but good luck if you know, at locals. Listen, Triple Texas Talents out of Rise of the Duels is still a phenomenal card. A card with a $91 market price right now listed is roughly around $95. Triple Texas Talents is going to get better as time goes on. This card is a fine wine. And yeah, maybe Konami's going to reprint it. They should, by the way. And yeah, maybe Konami might even power creep it. They definitely should, because this card is broken. But that's like saying, hey V, that means hand traps cannot be played in this game in order to make this card not viable. Not only hand traps, but monster effects, including monsters on board, cannot activate effects during your main phase. Can that happen? I guess so. Is it really factual? Can that really actually happen? Probably not. I think Triple Texas Talents is going to be a card that's going to be around this game for a long while until it gets hit by the ban list. And when's it going to get a reprint? We don't know. We have zero idea. I don't think it's going to happen in Ghost of the Past. I actually have a pick for Ghost of the Past we'll talk about later on in this video, but it's not going to be Triple Texas Talents. This card is going to go higher. Currently at $95, friend prices, okay? This card's also going to be hitting 120, and that's the part that's the price, just like Forbidden Droplet, that's going to go to, that we're going to start talking about, well, is it worth it, is it not worth it? Just throwing it out there. It's a really good card. So someone hit me up in Instagram and said, V, I have 2 Nadir servants, I have the rest of the stuff for Dogmatica. Do I buy my 3rd Nadir servant, or do I sell everything? What do I do? It's a great question. Well, I really don't have a good answer. The balance is literally, you're putting a blindfold on a guy with those 6 shooters, and you're just saying, go nuts, everyone stand still, no one sits. And yeah, Dogmatica can get hit by those bullets, multiple times even. So I really don't have a good answer for you. I think we're a little bit kind of sort of maybe safe seeing Dogmatica Punishment being in the new OTS pack. But then again, last format, we saw Infernobles get their reprint, and it did nothing. They got hit afterwards. They reprinted the card, they hit the card, they reprinted. So I really don't know. I have zero idea. But if I had to take an honest, truthful guess, once again, my mentality is always, the format is slowing down so Konami can propel us whatever next step they want to go with. That's how it works. They slow down the format, and they go, bink, here's a new card you gotta buy. And everyone's like, I'm in. I would think Nadir Servant and I would think Dogmatica would be safe. I would hope, I would think, because this is a great mid-range engine. But is it too good? It's a good question. I don't really know. And that's the point of whether or not it should be banned or not. Let me know in the comment section down below. I love Shadows. I mean, I think anyone that played around Shadow format is a Shadow fanboy. But Shadow Schism needs to calm down. The Return of Duels Ultra Rare only printing with a $24 market price is roughly around, well, $23. I mean, that's calm, right? Luckily, you don't need 3 Shadow Schisms. At most, you might need 2, depending on the build environment you are playing. This card's a lot of money, and, yeah, slower format equals this card goes up higher in value. Then we have Ice Dragon's Prisons out of Return of the Duelist, another Rise of the Duelist, and another great card. I know I say I get Rise and Return all jumbled up. My mistake. They both like sound almost the same. But Ice Dragon's Prisons with a $44 mark price is currently roughly around $44. This card's not done rising in value. In fact, not only is this card not done rising in value, this card can hit 60 easily. In fact, I'm almost banking on it hitting 60. And here's why. Format slows down, card gets better. Drytrons is one of the best decks in the meta. Stay tuned to the end of this video where I'll explain why I think Drytrons are going to get phased out of the meta, and they're going to have 0 hits. 0. but they're going to get phased out of meta. This is my prediction of the ban list. And I'll probably do a ban prediction video as time goes on, by the way. I'll probably do it later on, maybe tomorrow, the day after, I don't know when, but I'm definitely going to have a ban prediction video. Infernoble Arms Durandal is a lot of money. In fact, the market price has it roughly around $6. The card actually is near almost near $6, with shipping included in certain instances, as far as the first listings. As much as I love Infernobles, I love that deck a lot. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's just not. Oh, pause. Real quickly. 2 things. Number 1, for anyone that's watching my videos right now, they're relatively new. It'll be done in 360. As the day goes on, the video quality will improve. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'll probably do it one more time. I usually want to do it in the beginning of videos because people keep typing down, it's 360 V. What's wrong with you, your camera, YouTube, me, my dad? I don't have those answers, but that's how it works. Number 1. Number 2, I'm streaming back again on Twitch. In fact, I spent all day yesterday working on my stream setup. So if you haven't followed me already on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming probably today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been working a lot on my stream layout, trying to clean everything back up, get back into the folder things. And I'm really excited. And I would love if you guys would come on Twitch, at least say hi, ask if I have any card questions, talk about some cards, talk about the meta. We can even balance theory together on stream. So if you want to do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, hit the follow button, description down below. Alright, then we have Animador Archosaurus Dinosaur Players sell this card. Dinosaur Players, listen, this card at one point had $60, and every Dinosaur Player was like, V's wrong. We got him, boys. Animador Archosaurus with a $51 market price. Right now, currently is $51. This card and dinosaurs are gone. First of all, they're extinct. They're not around anymore, okay? You can say, Herperdurf V, the alligator. The alligator's a dummy. Okay, that doesn't even know how to open its mouth the minute you like push your hand over it. Nobody likes alligators. There's no alligator guy out there who's going, I like alligators. No one likes alligators. Anyone who likes alligators ultimately gets eaten by alligators because they think they're gonna lay down and go to sleep with them. Good job, buddy. Apex Predator. Number 1. Number 2, it's doing nothing in the meta. Dinosaurs are actually doing 0 in the meta. And it's kind of weird if you think about it because one of the best answers to Virtual Worlds is dinosaurs. They're actually really good against Virtual World. Virtual World starts doing their plays, Dino players goes like Herperdurf, and they shut them down. You know what? And in that case, good for you, Dino players. No one's getting 50 in your watch. I like that. Thank you. But with that said, we're 2 weeks away from the ban list. I don't know if this card's going to get hit. Dinosaurs are already not seeing much play. It's only a little more of a push with a ban list to make them just fully extinct. Again. Then we have Secret Slayer's boxes. Now, you can do whatever you want to do with this information, but here's what I'm debating on doing. I have roughly around $300 in TCG Player Store credit, okay? That's what I personally have. I'm really excited about that. I'm really proud about that. By the time you're watching the video, it's probably already spent, and here's why. I like Eldritch. I like Eldritch a lot. And right now on TCG Player, you can buy German Eldritch booster boxes for $83. Shipped, by the way. Shipped to you, $83, German, factory sealed German Secret Slayers. Well, what comes in these? Well, a couple of things. Number 1, of course, you get your Golden Lord, the whole golden package. A super rare that's currently costing roughly around $31. You get in here. German the Golden Lord, I don't even know what its name sounds in German, but it sounds amazing. And to get the rest of the Eldritch core in German, pretty good times to be you. Of course, you get Animancipator, so they released a new Animancipator combo deck. Pretty fun to be you as well. Another little side note real quickly. Me and my buddies were talking about like Eldritch, and we're saying, what could Eldritch get hit that would actually make nobody want to play them? And I really don't have a one hit. I mean, unless Konami just comes out of nowhere and goes, we'll ban Golden Lord. Really, Konami? I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I think what would happen is if Konami was to hit any Eldritch card, it would probably be Elixir the Scar Sanguine to 1. It's not going to kill Eldritch, by the way. The deck's still going to be good. It'll find other ways to like come back. But it's definitely going to change the variant of what we're seeing currently right now with Eldritch, which I think is really good and really healthy for the game. But looking at it right now, you can get Eldritch Golden Lord, you can get MSP Researcher, you get a lot of amazing reprints like German, Upstart Goblin Super Rare, Solemn Judgments, Trap Trick. I mean, this was a really good set. And to see a booster box currently go for roughly around $80, a German version, listen, I don't know how many, 2? Do I buy 2 boxes? Do I go 2 booster boxes or 3 booster boxes? I don't know, but I need to buy these. This is gonna happen. It's the only question is how much of it I'm going to buy. Because I'm really looking forward to playing Eldritch in the future. In fact, I already have my deck done. It's right over here. Eldritch. And I'm looking to play different variants. And other variants and other decks as well in my live streams as well. So come check that out. But yeah, I don't know, but I'm definitely getting involved in this. Then we have also the Earth Charmer Immovable. Now this card currently with a $5 market price is still roughly around $5 for Orsa. So here's the question. Do you sell this rare at initial assault? I'll tell you right now, I'm keeping one, selling the rest. I'm not trying to think this card's going to go up higher in value. You only need one if you do need one. It's $5 for a rare. Yeah, you sell those. Keep one, by the way. Looking at number 38, Hope Harbinger, Type Dragon, Titanic Galaxy, with a $7 market price of value. It's almost near $8 on TC Player. This was a super rare promo in a special edition. Obviously, there's almost special editions, but this card's almost $8. Now, it does have a gold rare version, but I'd rather play this version over gold, personally speaking, because I hate gold rares. I might do a video specifically talking exactly why I hate gold rares. I know a lot of people get a kick out of that one, or a lot of people might be coming out of nowhere. V, I really like gold rares. Alright, guy holding a pet iguana. Like, have a dog like a real person. Listen, I think gold rares are terrible. I think they're bad for, well, they're good for, the only thing gold rares are is giving availability for you players to have cheaper cards, which I'm always for. I think if you have gold rares, good for you. There's always someone out there that just loves gold rares and don't want to pay that kind of money for the cards. Go ahead. I think you deserve it. Seriously. But if you were talking about investing, we're talking about value, you don't buy gold rares. You just don't do it. There's very rare instances, and I'll talk about it. Maybe I'll do a video specifically talking about gold rares, so we go up being on the same page. So like I said, some people get kicked out when I smash on gold rares. Some people get really upset and defensive of their $2 card, that the original Prince Secret Rare would be infinitely worth more. And it's, I mean, there's so many of those cards running around. I get it. But I really need to get us all on the same page, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand why I hate gold rare so much. Besides the fact that it's good for everybody to get at cheaper value, there's nothing other beneficial towards gold rares in general. I'll talk about that in another video. Up next, Cyber Emergency. Now, here's the thing. We're 2 weeks away from a ban list. Can Triton get hit? Probably. Not saying it's not one of the best decks of the game. In fact, it's definitely, arguably, one of the best decks in the game. But if Tritons do get hit, your Secret Cyber Emergency is already going down in value, preemptively. With a $20 market price, the value of the card is roughly around $13. This is if you want max ready Tritons, by the way. The value has dropped $7 due to the fear of the ban list. Fear is what drives a lot of these prices down, a lot of these deck cores. For these max ready versions, if you really care about that. Listen, I think maybe Fan Knights might be good. Wow, that felt weird saying. Oh, why did I say that? Oh, I gotta brush my teeth again. That might be good. In a slower meta, this deck's really good. Yeah. 5 base roughly around $12. Ultra rares roughly around $10. Commons roughly around $5. I own a playset of Secret Rares. I don't hate this deck, but I'm not like if I had a choice of this deck and like Geist, I'm Geist Gang for life. I'm talking like Geist Gang all day long. I don't like this deck as much. It's not a bad deck, but this deck actually might get good. And I don't like it, but it's an understanding of the format and the realization of the fact that the format will be slowing down, so Konami can push more product for us, and this might be a good deck. It might even be good up to Nationals if we have a Nationals, but that's a whole different story. But this might be good. So you might want to start picking up your, you know, the thing, man. As Joe Biden says, our current president, the thing, the guy, corn pop, you know, don't question me, the thing. The values of these aren't that bad, actually. Super rare version of the cards roughly around $1. You can buy Secret Rare of Silent Boots roughly around $6. It's not bad. It's not a bad deck. Right now it's bad. Right now it's not that good. But within the ban list hits, this could be a real deck. And then we have Skullmeister. So, Skullmeister's really good in a really bad format as far as hand traps. There are a lot of decks running a lot of hand traps to stop a lot of other decks from doing a lot of other things. And Skullmeister is one of those cards. It's a really good card. Original Prince Secret Rare out of Star Trek Blast with a $59 market price, almost $60 market price. Well, it's roughly around $68. Sell your Skullmeister. It's going to go down. It's not going to rise up higher in value. It's going to go lower in value, where it belongs. Listen, Skullmeister is one of those cards that are really good for very short times in the format, and then it just quickly goes away. When it quickly goes away, the value starts to tank, and it inevitably does tank. Maintain some value, maybe Konami does a reprint, who knows, but it does go down in value. Great artwork, by the way. But, ultimately, it sees play again, the format gets really crazy, like the kind of format we're in right now, and it rises in value. And I think we can both say, we are in a crazy format. Think about it. Every deck has a gimmick, and every mid-range deck is just trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the idea of how I understand its formatting. Give an example. Virtual World is VFD.deck. But V, we do other things. Sure you do. VFD.deck. Drytrans is Herald Ultimatus and Friends of Negation. And then next one, they just kill you. Okay, that's their gimmick. Not a bad gimmick, by the way. Guru. Guru is, here's your goons. Here's Guru. Here's a bunch of floodgates. Hopefully you have Denko Seka and you Denko me before I flip these cards over. And if you Denko me after I flip these cards over, it's like nothing ever happened because that card dies next turn. That's the meta. And then we have Ellis just going, hey, I got some plays. We'll play in the graveyard. We'll try to grind. It kind of works. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I like Elik. We got Shadows going, please let me get wind on the board. Please, for the love of God, all things holy. Please. I feel like this is why they play Dogmatica now I think about it. It's like holy. They just like pray to whatever god or faith or religion or maybe they have like a lucky rabbit's foot. I don't know, but whatever it is, they're touching it, praying to it, paying homage to it, killing a goat, sacrificing a goat. I don't know, but like shadows, but like they do whatever they gotta do to get Winda on the board. And that's the gimmick. Like literally every deck has a gimmick. And you can say V, every deck has had a gimmick in this game. I get it. Maybe because I'm playing Elik lately, I realize the fact that Elik is one of the very few decks that's like, hey man, come on, let's see how turn 5 looks like. Because every deck's like, here's the gimmick, next turn one of you guys are scooping. And Elik is like, let's go see turn 5. Why not? Anyway, looking at Skullmeister, I think it's a card you should absolutely sell. Levier the Sea Dragon, Ultimate Rare at Generations Force with a $40 mark price is rising in value. Unlimited copies are roughly around $45, and if you want a first version of this gorgeous, beautiful looking Ultimate Rare, you're looking to pay roughly near $60. Well, why are you telling me this, V? This card's really good, and $60 is a really low price point compared to what this card is going to be going to in the future. This is a really broken card. The game just hasn't had a way to really put it into motion. The minute it does, Levier the Sea Dragon Ultimate Rare at Generation Force is going to be selling out. In fact, anyone out there listening to Leviers, even your common Leviers, have you sold them? I would guess the answer is yes, because Yu-Gi-Oh players are slowly putting a portfolio together. And it depends how you do it. You might have it in a deck box, double deck box. You might have it in a binder. You might do it wherever you got to do it to, like store cards that might have potential of seeing any kind of meta play. And one of those cards is definitely Levier the Sea Dragon. Now, the Ultimate Rare price point being roughly around $60 is actually really cheap. Going back to to answer my question in the beginning of the video, if I had $100, what would I buy? Well, probably Levier. I don't know if I would buy Ultimate Rare. It would probably double in value, but if I really want to make like a tremendous amount of money, I would buy a little bit lower in rarity just to get as much money as possible based off how much more I can sell. Because I do think Levier the Sea Dragon Ultimate Rare at Generation Force is absolutely a blockbuster card. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're saying V, I would buy Ultimate Rare Nibiru Ultimate Rare at an OTS 14 with a near $80 market price. The value of the card's actually roughly around $100. This card's insanely good. And if you said, V, I'll buy one of these for my deck, I don't blame you. It's a beautiful looking Ultimate Rare, even though someone at Konami, between where it says 3,000, accidentally slapped their head against the board and hit the space button and said, it looks good to me, and kept going. I kind of like it like that. I like that little misprint that we all have. You know, I don't own Ultimate Rare Nibirus, but if I was to get it, I would rather get the one with the misprint. That's permanent into there because we all have it. I think that's kind of more fun. But look at Ultimate Rare Nibiru. I mean, it's $100. The question is it going to go high? Is it going to go low? V, do I sell this? Do I hold this? What do I do? Well, right now, if you're playing at any events for the next 2 weeks, you're obviously going to want to hold this. But ultimately, you're going to want to get rid of this. And the question is when. And it's really hard because when we get the balance, it's going to mediate the format. The balance could slow the format down. Or the bands can be really lazy. And we've seen Konami do some really lazy balance. It could be like Dark Hold till 1. Regeki ban. Next match is no later in June. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out. Like, that could be a thing Konami could do. They can very well do that. They control the ban list. I think they're going to be slowing the ban list down in order to prepare us from future events. And if it's not nationals, if it's not a YCS, if it's not even a regionals, it could be future remote duel events. The ban list actually matters a lot in this game for Konami, because even though Yu-Gi-Oh players are not maybe having an opportunity to go and play physical events because we can't, some of us don't all have access to locals, and if we can't have nationals this year, those remote duels better have some crazy good sales. And I do think with a proper ban list, we can actually propel players into the way that I think Konami will want players to be propelled to. What I'm trying to say is, spend a lot of money on a lot of cards, more than likely at retail at Walmart because your locals is closed, and then buy in the secondary market to support stores that are opening this product in mass. That's what I mean. Simple, Spend a lot of spend a lot of money. And in order to do it, you have to have a healthy balance. Because if your balance is gawky, nobody's going to care, Konami. Nobody's going to care. This is the part where I should end my video. I should end my video right now, but I love Maxi. And I know, nobody's talking about it. You're always talking about it. It's you ever fell in love with something like your first car, and you bought, the expensive oil in it, and you bought, the premium gas, idiotically, by the way. It's, an 89 Toyota Tercel, but you're premium gas, my good sir. And the guy's what a okay, yeah, hey, dumbass. That's me with Maxi. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care about anything. I just think this card's coming off the balanced. It's going to be inevitable. It should be this balanced. If it's not, it's always going to be the next one. And the reason I use that justification is, what better of a card to slow the format down? You don't have to hit Drytrons. You don't have to hit that deck. Give Maxi to 3, Drytrons become Rogue. Go ahead, Drytron players. Can you play 9 routes with 3 Maxis in the meta? Virtual World. I still think we should ban VFD because that card's degenerate, and Konami doesn't like degenerate cards. So VFD being banned, something nobody's going to go, oh no, crazy. But I still think Virtual World can see play. So why is Virtual World not be able to see play when we have 3 Maxis? Well, think about it. If Konami wanted Virtual World to see play, they would have made the new Monster Tutu a secret rare. They would have made a Starlight version of the Trap card. But they didn't, did they? That's weird, isn't it? Right before the release of a ban list, Konami outright said to you, common trap card, common tutu, a rare tutu, super rare tutu. Here you go. Virtual players, have fun. What I think is going to happen is Konami's preparing us for Maxi to come out. And if you're V, you're insane, that would never happen. Well, think about it. We get Maxi off on the ban list, goes from the past has Ultra Rare Maxis. So, with that information, I think every Maxi that's not Secret Rare or Ultimate Rare would actually start losing its value. Right now, Super Ultra Rare Maxis are roughly around $17. Super Rare Maxis are roughly around $8. And the common Maxis are also at $8. Yes, the gold's at $8, but if you play that gold, you're going to get laughed out of your store, your remote duels. Your mom might kick you out for the night. I don't know. But I do know, the Secret Rare and Ultra Rare will hold the craziest value. With the announcement of Maxi coming off the ban list, all these will immediately spike before Ghost on the Pass reprints Ultra Rare Maxis, and the value immediately tanks. Everything except Secret Rare. So, within one ban list hit, you slap 2 decks in a meta. Well, why would you do that? Well, once again, think about it. You're Konami, okay? You're Japanese businessmen, okay? You smoke so many cigars, okay? Just so many cigars, okay? And maybe you vape on the side. Okay, maybe you do that. Not judging you, okay? That's you, okay? You do whatever you gotta do, boo-boo. What I'm saying is, when you slow the format down and make everything mid-range, the decks that are higher than mid-range are the best decks. You want to see proof? The meta we're in right now. All the mid-range decks are nice. Shadows are clean, bro. Look at Ellic. They're amazing. And then you turn around and you go, gee, why are these not the best decks? These have insanely good cards. These cards are broken. Then you look at Drytron, and then you look at Virtual World, and you go, oh, those decks are really good too. With the release of Maxi, we will see the format change almost immediately within one card. And get this, ready for it? Here's Konami's left-right hook to the face of everybody. It forces you to buy out Cross-Out Designator. With core meta grade limited to 1, your answers for Maxi would be, well, Gamma, would be Ash Blossom, but it definitely, absolutely would be Cross-Out Designator. See how that works? You gotta buy a new product. Oh wait, we're not even done yet. Since everything's now got powered down with the release of this card off the ban list, Konami now releases new product, and that takes a new tier 1 slot. Crazy, huh? It's like this has happened before. Not with Maxi, but with other cards. We've been around here. For older players, we've seen this already. I think Maxi coming up to ban is inevitable. I know we should talk about it. I know you guys always hate me. I'm not even done talking about this card. We're going to have a ban list video in which I'm talking about this card in the ban list video. I'm going to save it for last to spare everybody to watch my videos for so long. Thank you so much for watching my videos. People who watch my videos for, oh my god, almost decades at this point. You guys are the true MVPs. Paisanos! Maxi's coming off the ban list. Everyone's going to be freaking out. Everyone's saying no. Everyone's denying it. But you right there, keep an eye out. It's inevitable. Now, you do whatever you want to do with that information. I'm just letting you know right now. It's going to get an ultra rare reprint Ghost in the Past. Don't worry about it, okay? If you don't buy it, don't worry about it. If you want to sell the super rare, the ultra rares, I don't blame you. The gold rares, you should have sold out already a long time ago. But if you want to get involved in the secret rares that are going to spike in value, smart man. If you want to get involved in the ultimate rares, like I did, I just recently bought my 4th one. Why? Because I don't care. I love my ultimate rare. It's going to spike in value. Paisanos, I'm just giving you information, and you got to do whatever you want to do with that information. But what I'm doing is making moves in the market based off what I know of this game. Maxi coming in 3 would be huge. Everyone would freak out. Everyone would lose their mind. And we'll sit back going, of course he could come off the ban list. Dumbass. Because we know. All the Paisanos know. Some of us kicking and screaming, yelling at me right now in the comment section right now. They'll know. And if you guys don't know or you're relatively new to the channel, test me. I love being tested by the community. You guys are always going vegan, but this is what. Test me. Please do it. I'll take the ball, knock it out the park, run over and grab it, run to your house, hand it to you, signed, Paisano. It's your boy V, not Z. What? It's your boy V. And you Paisanos have a great day.